Give shout out, it's 7:20 p.m.
Hello! West Alameda! It's after 7 o'clock! Time to give a shout out! Thank you to all the frontline essential workers, to the doctors, the nurses, the longshoremen, the bus drivers, the truck drivers, the farm workers, those who work in the hotels, the stores, the restaurants, postal employees, counselors, the teachers, the parents. So please, if you hear my voice, would you clap your hands, honk your horns, shout, make some noise! What's going on, Facebook? How y'all doing? So it's cold out here today. I'm not standing out on this balcony too long. Hope everybody's having a good day. I was out today. It was warm earlier when I was out, but right now it's just windy up here on this balcony. I realize it's a lot more windy when I'm up on the balcony, I suppose, when I'm downstairs, but right now it's windy and cold. Hope everybody's doing good. So I didn't get much of a response today. I got a few people, but you know what? A few people is better than no people. And even if there's no people that get on here or get on and make noise or whatever, that's okay too, because I'm doing it to show my appreciation for those people who are out there working for us. So, having said all that, let me take my cold butt inside. Denise, what's up? It's cold out here. Ooh. Yeah. It got cold, y'all. So, let me go in here and let me see if I can. Let me close this curtain. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Today is day 367. This is the 367th day since April 1st, 2020, when I started doing these shout outs. And as of 6:30 p.m. on the Coronavirus Pandemic Live YouTube, today, April 2nd, 2021, there have been 2,852,078 people who have died from coronavirus all over the world. Right here in the United States, 567,610. In the state of California, it's 59,554. And you can make the comparison from what it was yesterday, April 1st. Okay? Yesterday, 2,841,449. And I know y'all can read the same thing that I'm telling you, but I don't know. I just like to do that. Somebody just told me I just like to run my mouth, which I guess is true. 566,611 here in the United States. And yesterday, we went from 59,304 to 59,554. So my shout out is to all the frontline and the essential workers. Okay, and get my chair up here. There we go. I don't know why that light is like that. Okay. I think it's that light right behind me. The one I call myself trying to use as a spotlight. Let me see. Maybe if I just turn it off, that might help. Oh, wow. That's magic. Okay. That's all right. So, prayers and thoughts for all those who have died from coronavirus all over the world. Prayers and thoughts for those who have died right here in the United States, state of California, right here in the Bay Area. And I also ask you to keep in your prayers, keep in your thoughts and prayers for those who have tested positive for COVID-19, people who are in the hospital for non-related coronavirus type issues, problems of whether they're in there for surgery, for operations, or just because they feel so sick they have no choice that they have to go to the hospital. And I'm sure they're scared about going in the hospital thinking that they could end up getting coronavirus by going to the hospital. So I'm sure that's a scary thing. Tonight, my shout out. First of all, let me go to who I want to, my prayers and thoughts. I think that should be what I should do first. So I think that would be more appropriate. I want to give the prayers and thoughts for the Capital District of Columbus police officer, William Billy Evans. He was killed today in the line of duty. All I know is what I saw on YouTube. All I know is what I saw on the news. And based on that information, hey, Markel, based on that information, that's what I'm going by. So my prayers and my thoughts are going out to that police officer who was killed in the line of duty. Okay? And as far as the person who did it, I think his name is Noah Green. And it was a black man, an African American. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And when it's one of their, when it's a police officer that kills one of ours and it's wrong, then I got to say it. But by the same token, when it's one of our people who kills a police officer, then I also have to say wrong is wrong. I do want to say this, though. So far, they haven't really said what the motives of Noah Green, I believe his name is, what his motives are. But they made sure that they brought out the fact that he had listened to Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. Doesn't necessarily mean he is a member of the Nation of Islam. Okay, I have, I've listened to radio broadcasts and I've looked at programs of people who I don't necessarily agree with. That doesn't make me a follower and doesn't make me somebody who goes along with everything they say. And even as a Catholic, I don't always agree with everything that the Catholic Church says.
After 7 o'clock p.m. time to give shout out, it's 7:30 p.m.
So see, I'm running late today. But so when they're talking about he's had like a mental breakdown based on the information that they see on his Facebook and stuff that he put online and everything, that he's having all these mental problems and things like that. And I can understand that because, you know, we in the past we've seen where other people have committed murder. A lot of the serial killers, a lot of the people who go out there and shoot up schools and shoot up movie theaters and shoot up churches or whatever, and they talk about how they have mental problems or they're a lone wolf and everything else. And I guess what the point that I'm making is Noah Green is guilty. He's dead too, okay? So, I mean, you know, he's already dead. They have to get all the information about what he's all about and what his motives are based on their investigation. So my point that I'm trying to make is that when white mentally ill killers commit crimes and they're considered to be a lone wolf, or they're considered to be mentally unbalanced, or they're considered to be unstable, or whatever it is they're considered to be, their actions are the actions of an individual person. And they normally don't even try to say that they're part of a group or anything like that. And that's okay, because if that's what they're doing, they're individuals and they did that on their own, then that guilt or the crime should be placed on that individual. So for Noah Green, the thing that I'm saying is the deed that he did should be placed on Noah Green, not on the Nation of Islam. And I am not a fan of the Nation of Islam, okay? Because I don't believe that all white people are the devils. I do respect the Nation of Islam because of the things that they have done to make things better for our people. But I'm not a follower of the nation. You know, whenever I do assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam, I'm doing that in regards to the Shia and the Sunni Muslims. Nation of Islam, I respect them, but I don't follow them. But that's just my own personal feelings. So the thing that I'm trying to say is, with Noah Green, as an individual, what he did was wrong. But he does not represent our race. He does not represent the Nation of Islam. And he doesn't even represent 25-year-old African-American young men. He represents Noah Green himself. And that's all I'm trying to say, is that when they talk about him, yeah, he was unbalanced, he's mentally unstable, and all that other stuff. And let's call it what it is, a lone wolf. It was not, and the police said it wasn't an act of terrorism, fine. So like when a lone wolf white Christian, and I don't even know if Noah Green is a Muslim or not, because he didn't even have a Muslim name. I don't even, just because you listen to somebody and you read what they're talking about does not make you a Muslim. You know, I read things by Jewish people. I read things by the Protestants. That doesn't make me Jewish and it doesn't make me Protestant. And I read about Islam. It does not make me Muslim just because I read about it and I look at things that's going on. And again, I'm not a follower of the Nation of Islam. I am a follower of El-Hajj Malik Shabazz, also known as Malcolm X, but that's a whole different story. Okay? So that's my whole point. Noah Green, he's the one that killed Officer William Billy Evans. Let it be that it was his act of a single individual. He's not representing our race. He doesn't represent the Nation of Islam. He don't represent 25-year-old African-American young men. That's all I want to say. The same way that when white people do something wrong, then as an individual white person, that's who they're representing. And that's all I want. I want the same type of thing for Noah Green, is that what he did that on his own, period. And that's my view. That's all I can say. That's just where I'm coming from. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all, prayers and thoughts, like I said, for William Billy Evans, Capital District of Columbia police officer. Keep him in your prayers and keep him in your thoughts. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and what happened to him was wrong. And y'all know I'm not always a fan of the police, but hey, you gotta call it what it is, and that's what it was. Is he didn't have to go out like that. Okay, so for my shout out, I want to shout out and say happy birthday to my one and my only brother, Pepito R. Dixon. And got one biological blood brother, and that's my blood brother, Pepito Dixon. So, happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday to you. I know you don't ever get on here and look at nothing, but that's all right. I just want you to know I love you, brother. You're my baby brother. I know you don't like to be called baby brother, but that's all right, because you is my baby brother. And I'm your kuya. Kuya means big brother, older brother. And I also want to say happy birthday to my grandson, Kalen Kent. That's my Apo Lalaki. That's my grandson, Kalen Kent. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, grandson. So, hey, y'all, I'm already late, so I'm gonna make this short because my reveille is going to go off in 3 more minutes, and I got a late start today. Then I'm going to make it short and quick, okay? And I thank all of you for coming on here, support me, Denise, Markel, Russ, James Harris. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. If you know somebody that's on the front line, if you know somebody who's an essential worker, tell them thank you. Give them a call and tell them thank you. If you go into Jack in the Box like I go to Jack in the Box or Wendy's or, Popeyes, give that person not only a thank you, but if you got a little extra dollar, put a little dollar in. Some of them, they won't let them accept a tip, but, show a little appreciation, whatever it is you can. Tell that mailman thank you, the UPS, the Uber, whoever. Give them a thank you for what they're doing. And you got to remember something, too. All them vegetables that we get, all the things that's coming in, that's them farm workers, man. The farm workers be out there in that hot burning sun picking crops, picking the vegetables and the fruit that we get on our table. And those truck drivers are bringing the produce into the cities. So, thank them. Hey, grandbaby, what's going on? How you doing, grandbaby? I love you, grandbaby. That's my grandbaby. She down there in Louisiana. That's my Mississippi grandbaby. So, and people like my grandbaby, she working up in a warehouse, It be hot. It's hot in that warehouse. It's either hot or it's cold. I've seen videos of my grandbaby where she be in there in the cold. And then it'd be so hot, she'd be having little sleeves and stuff, So I love you too. G-Baby. That's what I call my grandbaby out there in Mississippi, G-Baby. She called me Lolo. But hey, y'all, it's almost time for that to go. So let me do a thing. Turn this around. Mabuhay! Amandla! Hokahe, Ashe, Harambe, Shalom, Que Viva, Wakanda forever, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Hey y'all, stay safe, stay strong, wear that mask, do what you gotta do to protect yourself. I went out there and got my shots. I got both my shots. I'm vaccinated. And, you don't nobody else tell you, man, I love y'all, okay? And I hope y'all love me and you go to your lawn.
After 7 o'clock p.m. time to give shout out, it's 7:40 p.m.
Well, that's it. That's the last call for alcohol. I don't even drink. That's the last call. I got to hang up there. Everybody, stay strong. I love you, grandbaby. You better call your Uncle Pee Wee and give him a call and tell Uncle P, happy birthday. Okay? All right. Everybody stay safe, stay strong. One love. I'm out of here, y'all. Turn this off.